So I saw Barbarian last night, and I really don't know what to say about it. I mean, it was a okay movie. It was, but I don't know. Like, I remember seeing the trailer when it came out when I was watching Beast, and thought, "Oh my God, I got to go see this movie when I can see it." Um, it released back in September 9th. I didn't get to see it till October 29th. A little late, yes, I know. But I'm a little skeptic when it comes to seeing movies in theater. Like, will it be worth it? I'd rather, wait for the streaming service to come out with it. And HBO Max brought it out, thankfully. And I really wanted to see it when it came out for HBO Max. So I don't do spoilers. I hate spoilers. Um, I've learned recently that when you go in to watch a movie, you gotta have an open mind about it. And I've learned also that different websites, kind of like IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes, have very different descriptions for the movies. I have it printed out right here from IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes. This is only the description, not a spoiler. I'm pretty sure if you guys seen the trailer, you'll know what it is, know what it means, know what it's about. But if you've seen the movie, alright then, you've seen the movie. We're just having a casual conversation about the movie. But IMDb, this is their description. In town for a job interview, a young woman arrives at her Airbnb rental late at night only to find that the house was mistakenly double booked and a strange man is already staying there. Against her better judgment, she decides to stay the night anyway, but soon discovers that there's much more to be afraid of in the house than the other house guest. Right on the money. That was a good description. I like that. But here's Rotten Tomatoes. Traveling to Detroit for a job interview. A young woman books a rental home. But when she arrives late at night, she discovers that the house is double booked and a strange man is already staying there. Against her better judgment, she decides to spend the evening, but soon discovers that there's a lot more to fear than just an unexpected house guest. Okay, so with that being said, I like IMDb's description a lot better. I mean, it's short, sweet, to the point. And the reason why I do the descriptions is because I was doing research on a video or a movie. I forgot what it was called. Dark Glasses. And one of the websites gave the description of it and totally didn't sound like the movie I just watched. Then I went to a different website and it described it perfectly. So you got to watch out for those types of things. I might do a video on that sometime down the road. For now, we're talking about Barbarian. The trailer was a lot better than the movie, I think. It sold me on the movie. And it did the same thing like Cloverfield did back in the day. You didn't know what that movie was about, but you were interested in it. You wanted to see what was going on, and that's why Cloverfield had a good box office. I mean, this movie did 40.1 million so far that I know of. And that's pretty good. It's been a good year for horror all around. I am not mad at that. I love horror movies. That's mainly why I do the review. I do horror movie reviews. I'll probably do some other genres mixed in there. But all in all, good year for horror movies in general. I like this movie, but it kind of missed the mark for me. It really did. The beginning was slow. I mean, every horror movie is slow in the beginning. It builds up the relationship between the two characters that you meet, Tess and Keith, and Bill Skarsgård is in this. It's good to see him not in Pennywise costume and makeup. I'm sorry, but that was too much for me. I like Bill Skarsgård too. He's a damn good actor. But you build into this relationship between these two characters. It was a nice little mesh up, nice chemistry between the two actors. Nice little story, all that. Then some of the crazier things start to happen, and it starts to lead up into what the trailer has shown us, and we're like, okay, all right, we're getting there. And then it goes way into a different story. Okay, you lose me when you do two different stories. Like, I get it, but it's like, why? Like, you tell this story to tell this story right here, and then this story gets dragged into that story, and then it kind of continues into the whole story. I mean, it's nice, but you kind of lose what you're going for there, I think, to be honest. I mean, it was a solid open. You go straight into the basement, where you know where it's at, the basement, and then you're whisked away to California by somebody driving along in a car. It sucks, but at the same time, I get what they were going for. I totally understand it. There is violence. There is. You can see they went more practical than, CGI and digital effects, which I love practical effects. They just hit different. And with this movie, it was nice. It was nice to see that with the kills, they went practical with it. No, well, like I said, no spoilers. Now, there is some comedy in this movie, or it's probably because I just got a sick sense of humor. It's kind of like a palate cleanse almost, even though the comedy is intertwined with the horror a little bit, I mean, it wasn't bad. It was good. This movie had a lot of things. Like, as soon as the first part transitioned into the second part, I was invested. I was invested in the first two characters, and then the third character, played by Justin Long, which he brought a lot of comedic acting into it, which he's known for that. But yeah, it was just a weird roller coaster ride. It really was. And then at the end of the movie, I can't believe I'm saying this. At the end of the movie made me feel sympathetic and feel really bad for the creature that is in this movie, just hunting down Tess and AJ. That's Justin Long's character. It made me feel bad for the monster that's in this. And I never felt that way. It made me feel sad. And it's a horror movie. What are you doing to me? 2022 is a weird fucking time. It really is. I love the way this movie was shot. They had some really cool POV shots and angles. They had some good angles looking at the actors. The movie has dark parts, not like, dark parts, but like where the set is dark, which it had to be. It was underground, so it had to be dark. Very little light, like phone lights, flashlights, maybe a couple lights on in a random room, but like nonetheless, it was nicely shot, and I liked it. I love the way they went for it here. Would I like to see that style again? Yeah, definitely. It kind of had almost a Sam Raimi feel to it. And that's what I love about it, because I love Sam Raimi's earlier stuff, like Evil Dead movies, of course, uh, Dark Man, and the camera shots and angles were amazing in those movies. So I can't say nothing bad about that. Um, the creature was just weird. Like it was different, different. The whole the whole thing with the creature kind of reminded me of an older movie that I saw when I was a teenager. Uh, I can't remember if it was Unseen or Unborn. Um, it was about a kid who I guess was born from inbreeding and stuff like that, and he was disfigured and messed up. But he was a kid in his mind, and all he wanted to do was play with someone and anyone, and uh, he would end up accidentally killing people because he wanted to play. Um, I'll give a little bit away. I'll give a little bit away. This creature um, only wanted to be a mom, and that's what kind of made me sympathetic. Um, she didn't really. She doesn't. I don't think she knew what the outside world was, even though I think she kind of had a little bit of a clue, but she um, definitely lacked skills in talking, bathing, um, and everything. I mean, there was a thing with this creature that was she was born from inbreeding, like the movie I just described to you, and it was sad. That was sad, and she just wanted to be a mom, and it just sucks because you just see her do all these crazy things, and then it's like, up, flip that switch. You feel bad for this creature. You feel bad for this monster, and it's like, fuck. And then it ends. I'm not gonna tell you what happened to her. Um, Definitely not gonna be a sequel. I'll just say that right now. And it better fucking not be a sequel. So everybody who loves to do the B-list movies or straight to DVD or straight to streaming, stop it. Fucking stop. So my final thoughts on Barbarian. I want to like it. I really do. But would I feel like I would have wasted money to go see this in theaters? Yes. I would have been walking out of the theaters trying to comprehend what I just watched. Just like I sat right here looking into my TV, thinking to myself, what did I just watch? Like I said, it was all over the place. A lot of people are calling it the best horror movie of 2022. I do not agree with that statement. I don't even think there's a best horror movie of 2022 so far. Um, I want to see Terrifier 2 because I'm hearing some good stuff about that, especially with the gore aspect. Um, I love Halloween Ends. That was a pretty good one. That did good in the box office. Hellraiser did pretty good. Um, com- Completely surprised that that wasn't a theater release. I think Prey was good. Prey was a Fox movie, and so was Barbarian. So those guys keep pumping out horror movies. I think they did Hellraiser also. I'm not sure. I can't remember now. But Barbarian isn't the greatest horror movie of 2022. I can't claim it to be that. Actually, you know what? I think the best horror movie of 2022, this is going to be very controversial, is Malignant. Malignant, hands down. I love Malignant. Ugh, like the trailer was hyped it up real well. The movie preceded it. Damn good. That was a damn good movie. If you haven't watched it, watch it. This is just my opinion. Everybody has an opinion. Um, that's the good thing about horror. Like, everybody can have different opinions. I mean, they might not be the right opinion, they might not be the right things you want to hear, but it's something you go into and you want to get scared and you want to have a good time. I liked it, but it was it was one of those things where the trailer hyped it up a little too much because I love that trailer. The trailer was amazing. I could watch that and be like, okay, what's happening? What's going on? And then I saw this and was like, shit. But I mean, who knows? Watch it grow on me. I'll rewatch it and be like, this isn't bad. This isn't too bad, and I'll probably end up liking it. That's usually what happens with horror movies. We end up going in and we watch it, and then we don't like it at first, and then maybe a year or two, go back, rewatch it. You sit there and you say, "It's a pretty damn good horror movie," and those turn into the cult classics. Do I see Barbarian becoming a cult classic? Yes, I do. That I can see it happening. But that was my review on Barbarian. I'm hoping to do more video reviews like this. Hopefully, put some on YouTube. Um, Give me your feedback. Did you like the review? Hell, did you like Barbarian? Like, let's have a conversation about this. I am not shy about having conversations about movies. I love it. But with that being said, my name's Glenn. Thank you for watching.